Good morning, everyone. I hope you are having a great morning. I'm driving now to work, as usually. And today I want to have a quick chat about Downstool Week. That is an initiative that my company does every week. So let me try to explain what Downstool Week means and what's my experience with it so far. So I've been in the company for almost 5 years. Downstool Week is basically a full week when the product development division stop working on the products usually. Of course, we carry on supporting our customers and stuff like that, but we don't do any active development on features. But we create new teams, completely different than usual. So basically, we start working with different people that we never worked with, the goal is basically to achieve something meaningful for the company in a week as possible, or at least set up the stage for future work or experiment some new ideas that is usually not very easy to do, as part of the normal development. Things like features that span across multiple products, that requires different people from different teams to get together and work on things, or completely different ideas that we never explored, or trying something new, exploring new potential processes or whatever. Really, there is no limit. As far as it's something that can improve Redgate's engineering and the company overall is something that's very welcome. Usually before the actual week, there is a period of kind of generation of ideas for Downstool Week, where people also vote on the most interesting ideas, and then a selection process and a kind of a definition of what we actually want to achieve in that particular week. So it's actually a quite well organized event that the company does every year around summer usually. And the main advantages as a developer, as a member of the product division, is that I have the opportunity to work with people that I usually don't work with, on often a completely different set of technologies or products that you usually work with on a daily basis. And that's actually quite good. In addition to that, is also you have the opportunity to experience like leadership. For example, you could each team in Downstool Week as a team lead that is kind of responsible for organizing the activity of the team and making sure that they deliver the goal that we decided at the beginning of the week. And obviously there is potential for leadership across the whole team. Like if you are a particular expert on a particular topic, you can actually help other people to learn the topic, or if you particularly you have a clear idea of how you want to move forward or architectural decision, you can actually influence the team and really do great things together. And I'm extremely impressed on how much we get done during this week, in a way that makes me think that probably we should start thinking about adopting some of these processes that we tend to do like spontaneously during that whole week as part of our regular development. Let me share something that we actually did. That is, so the project I'm working on, I can't enter into specific details, but it's kind of a cross-product features that touch more than one product, that aims to kind of add a new feature and capability to those tools that together help sales to improve sales. So to have a better demo and to have a better a better way of selling our solution. That is, of course, SQL Server, database DevOps solution in Redgate. So we got people from different teams getting together, and one of the clear things we did since the beginning was, okay, we are going to use a feature flag. We're going to actually work not just on a branch, just spiking some code, and then at the end of Downstool Week, we forget that they could exist and nothing happened. We want to make something happen. So we want to we want to merge straight into master and write production code quality since the beginning of the project. And we made this decision deliberately at the beginning of the week, and we put all the code behind a feature flag. Like, if we can deliver this in the week, fine. If you can't, at least we know that it's in master. We can already tell things that this feature is available, and they can be enabled using setting this environment variable, and you can start using this feature if you want. Then if the teams that are involved actually decide this feature is something that they really want to have in the product, and they want to support, the product managers of course are happy about the decision, we can actually deliver this feature. But the feature flags is a way that really helps to make this sort of decision. We can deliver something in the product that is not actually quite yet supported, but is there. If it can be enabled, we can test it and see how people perceive it, and so it's great. And also feature flags enable a way of development that I really want to see us adopting more in Redgate, that is trunk-based development, trying to if not committing to master straight away, at least having very, very, very short feature branches that are no longer than alpha day, that go straight into master. So we basically remove any merging problems that you might have if you have long-lived branches, and you can redevelop quickly, because you can create something, make a refactoring, put into master straight away. It really stimulates changes and that very quick turnaround of code, and I do really love it because it removes a lot of the problems I don't like to have in a team that is too much silos, people working on one thing for days and I don't really know what they're doing. Then we do refactoring, similar refactoring, then we get tons of conflicts at the end. We are very good at Redgate, to be honest. We don't tend to have long branches. We have sometimes branches that live for 2 days or 3 days, but usually no more than that. But still, for me, it's too much. I still want to have a more shorter, feature branches, and we need to get better at splitting the task in very small subtasks. So it's something that developers find quite. It's not quite. In their comfort zone, I would say, right? It's hard for me as well. Like, you need to really breaking down things in very small chunks, but they still deliver value. Refactoring deliver value, adding something that is even if it's small functionality, add some value. So you can be really, you can develop very quickly and incrementally add a lot of value. And even if you might think you are adding very small value, over time it's impressive what you can do. Like in 3 days, we managed to actually complete the goal of the week. So in less than 3 days, in 2.5, we pretty much got our minimum viable product for this kind of feature ready inside the products, and that's amazing. And the way we managed to do that, in my opinion, is because one, we have a very small team. I think we were around 10 people, but in terms of development, 3 pairs. We were 7 people. We are 7 people. So when a team is small like that, there is not much overhead in terms of keeping track of what's going on. So you can fairly easily have a chat over the whiteboard to discuss what's actually need to be done, how to split people on the tasks, and actually get the work done. And as soon as you finish something, you can ask for a review over face to face, and you can just boom, manage into master. Of course, with unit tests, writing proper code, refactor it, and everything that you should usually do as part of development. But the great things is that you can do these things a lot quicker. There's no blocker, there's no waiting times or stuff like that. As soon as you run out of work, you just coordinate with the other pairs, saying, okay, right, we actually managed to do this. What are you doing there? Tell me what's your status. All right, we are here. We need to do that. All right, okay, I'm gonna pick that up and just do it. And it's incredible. It's incredible the atmosphere inside a room, and you can really perceive that we are making progress, that everyone is really making a contribution to this, and it's really a feel. You really feel part of the team. You really feel that you are making a difference for the company, and it's quite remarkable. It's amazing. It's amazing experience. I'm really happy. I'm really enjoying these days waking up and going to work, because Of course, most of the time it's just writing a lot of code in pairs, and it's something I absolutely love to do. And of course, not much meetings, because there's no need to have meetings. We have a very clear goal. We know what we need to do. We have the people in the same room. Let's get the work done, right? And that's brilliant, right? This is, in the old days, it used to be called it's kind of actually extreme programming in my opinion. This is actually extreme programming in action. We do testing, unit testing. We might not do TDD, but sometimes we do. Write a lot of tests. We do a lot of refactoring. Small task, work together in pairs. Simple design and stuff like that. So it's really what, in my opinion, is an extreme programming team. And we actually naturally adopt the extreme programming principles when we need to deliver something fast, and we have a small team of developers with a clear goal. Extreme programming is unbeatable. It's an amazing process. So I do really love it. And salespeople also came to the room, and our development manager came to the room. We showed him a demo. It was way beyond impressed on what we did, and is keen to adopt some of these processes in our team during normal developments. So it's not that we don't do it. We do some processes, but I don't think it's as efficient as they could be. Of course, I have to admit, Down-Tools week is quite an intense week. It's a lot of work. It's quite demanding. So I don't think that will be a sustainable pace. That's one of the principles of Agile. But something like that can be adopted in a slightly more relaxed way. We can take more breaks, have other coffee breaks, stuff like that. It's just that because we have a week, we want to deliver as much as possible. We are really focused and excited. We usually do work a bit more than usual, and at the end of the day, we also have free food as well in the evening that we don't normally use having Redgate. So it's also a way to to be motivated to work a bit longer so that we can deliver even more. And the nice things about Down-Tools week is that at the end of the week, usually on Friday, you need to do a demo. Every team does a demo, and at the end of the week, there's a jury. I think this year is mostly the company CEO that's picked a winner based on a number of factors: contribution to the company, how the team worked, and stuff like that. And we got a winner. I don't know exactly what's the prize. It's not extremely important, to be honest. It's just a way to celebrate the effort of all teams during the week, and have fun together. At the end, we have we're gonna eat pizza on Friday night all together and enjoy the company of your colleagues. So it's great. I mean, there are no other words. In my opinion, it's fantastic. And most of the people I work with are extremely passionate C# developers, very, very talented, very skilled, with a mind that is amazing. Sometimes, I'm impressed by some of my colleagues sometimes, because they can, for the amount of stuff they can fit in their heads, but at the same time they're great at explaining to you how things works and keep the code simple, and so that can fit on everyone's heads. That's a very important thing to do. And sometimes I'm helping a lot of other people, so union engineers, like in this week there was some union engineers in the team that I help them, I pair with them, and I can mentor them, and it's really good. So I really enjoy it. So let me think about what else special about Down-Tools week. Of course, every team has a t-shirt that we actually print on site inside the company, and so we have an increased feel of belonging to a particular team. We have blog posts. We do a lot of blog posts and sharing of what we've learned during the week as well. Internally we have a company internal blog. We have lightning talks every couple of weeks where we actually share what we learn. I'm sure there will be talks on what people learn during Down-Tools week in the future, lightning talks that I'm organizing. So it's really a great week. I think I just wanted to share with you my experience with Down-Tools weeks. I think that would have been a nice things for you. And if you are interested to join Redgate, you can always get in touch to me. You can find me fairly easily on the web. My name is Andrea Angela, and my email is angela.andrea@gmail.com. So you can just write an email to me, and I'm happy to write a recommendation for you. It's a great company. It's in Cambridge, UK, so yeah, if you're interested, let me know. And if you are really interested in increasing productivity and motivation in the team and your company, or do something different, just think about breaking the line for a week and start organizing something like that. It could be an hackathon, could be whatever you want, but it's a very good way to stimulate, to energize people in a company, let them do something different and have fun at the end of the day. Yeah, it's true that it's work. We are earning money. We are actually here for the money. Absolutely, we need our jobs for our family, to provide to our family. But at the end of the day, if you love your job, if you love coding, if you're a developer in particular, you love coding, it can be quite a lot of fun, and you can learn a lot. And more importantly, you just don't learn alone. You learn with other people, with other passionate developers. And in my experience, there is nothing better than learning from other passionate developers or having fun with them writing code. You can learn a lot. We had tons of discussion about design and how to do things. We had some very complicated cross-products, technical challenges that we need to solve, and we discussed, sometimes in pairs, sometimes if it's problematic, other people come. We just sit around a chair and in circle and discuss as a group of 4, like, what was the best design? I think we should try that, we should try this one, but that's not probably, that makes things less testable, let's try this way, and so on. So we kind of discuss design as we go, on demand when we need it. So it's great, it's really great. We have the whiteboards. We actually write on the whiteboards all the architectural decision we want to make. We kind of keep track of every technical depths that we might want to address after Downstore Week and stuff like that. Really, it's really, there is no written down process, and that's the key, right? This is what Agile is. It's not a clear process written down that you need to follow, tracking this metric and stuff like that. It's something that the team develops over time, and you inspect and adapt the process as you go, based on the people in the team, based on the technical skills available in the team, and based on basically many factors that you need to consider and on a daily basis. So it's something that's, I've never worked in a team in Redgate and worked in the same way in the past 5 years. So everything used to work differently. That, in some extent, could be frustrating for other people. But if you really embrace Agile, you need to understand that every team has an history, and that all the cumulative decision that they made over the time is basically what their process is about. And you can always change the processes if you think that something can be improved. And all the people are usually very open-minded to give it a try, or even consider them. And most of the time, they could be introduced as experiments. So you can just say, okay, let's try for a sprint to write test-driven development seriously for a week, no exception, and discuss when there are blockers, why we can't use it and stuff like that. And it's impressive. It's amazing how much you can learn this way. So it's something I would like to, do more often. Do this sort of experiments technically as well in the team, and change the processes. So anyway, I'm pretty much here at work. I hope you enjoyed this video talking about Downstore Week. I'm going now to write a lot of code, and I hope you are going to do the same. So see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. And if you like the channel, please click like and subscribe to the channel. And see you soon.